Hey there. I am out here picking green beans. It is, I think it's May 18th. It's a Saturday. And guys, I have been drowning in green beans this week. When they first got ready in large amounts, I ended up having to pick them at night. I stayed up until 3 a.m. canning them. I've picked them again since then, canned, and this is going to be my third picking today. So I wanted to do a really quick video because I got to get to picking. It's getting hot pretty quick here. I want to say it's got to already be 86 degrees. There isn't a little bit of a breeze. It's a hot southern breeze, but you know, I'll take it. Alright, so I'm growing several varieties of green beans. That's because my family really likes green beans. The kids would eat green beans every night if I made them for them every night. And so since we're going to be eating a lot of green beans, I like to have variety. So the first one I'm going to show you is a variety called Rock Door. It is a bush variety. It's a yellow potted snap bean. Most of you will look at it and think, oh, that looks like Cherokee wax. Cherokee wax is an heirloom. I'm pretty sure they probably used a lot of the Cherokee wax genetics to get this green bean, or I'm sorry, snap bean. So here's a picture of it. And the thing I like about this bean is that it changes color when it's ready, so it's super easy visually to be able to tell which bean you need to pick and which bean you need to leave for later. Sometimes that can be difficult. I'm probably about a third of the way in on this row. It's a 60-foot row. That's how wide my garden is right now. It will be wider next year, but that's what I've got going on for this year. So I haven't gotten down there yet, but this one's ready. And this one is not. And obviously there's a size difference, but there's also a color difference. A slight color difference. So again, they turn yellow when they're ready, and they have a nice, I don't know, is that mauve colored flower. And you'll notice that I have these between my tomato rows. I have green bean rows. It's because I like to have lots of airflow between my tomatoes because of our environment. And it's a relationship that seems to work out pretty good between the green beans and the tomatoes. And I did this last year as well. Last year was my first year. Alright, this little short piece of a row right here is a purple potted variety called Velour. I've actually not picked these yet. These look like they're just now ready to pick today. I found in the past when I've grown snap beans that have purple in the pods that the coloring blanches out and turns green when you cook it. So I'm going to do a test on these, but I expect them to do the same. And I'm going to see if I can make like some kind of fresh bean salad with goat's milk feta, which is what feta is traditionally made from. You'd also make it from sheep's milk, but feta cheese, maybe cherry tomatoes, some fresh basil, and then some of these little velour beans. Just really pretty. The plants are a lot smaller than some of the main production varieties, you can tell, and but they are really loaded up with these pods, so I'm quite excited about that. This one is a flat potted Italian variety called Jumbo, and it's a bush. And this pod right here is ready to pick. This is long enough to pick. And a tip for green beans, because there are so many different varieties, make sure you do the research on the variety you get and check to see what size that particular variety needs to be when you pick it. The only time you would go against that is if you have a curled up one. Like this, the ones that are curled are never really going to be what they could have been, and that's just for some reason it didn't get pollinated, or maybe some other environmental factor that caused that. And I might do a canning recipe with the Italian potted green beans that was inspired by my grandmother's, my great-grandmother's Italian style green beans that she used to can when I was a kid. And then this is the main crop. This is a variety called Provider, and I have already picked this 2 times. I got pictures of the first harvest. It would have been a heaping 5-gallon bucket, so about, I would say 28 pounds. And then the second time I picked a couple days ago, I thought I got a picture, but my phone had gotten overheated because I didn't have the camera. Today I'm using the camera, but it maybe made about almost a 5-gallon bucket full yesterday, so maybe about 23 pounds if I had to guess, and they're ready to pick again. So I'm very happy with this one. There's no disease. I have not had to spray any pesticides or even copper. Copper's organic, but you use it to control fungus. I haven't had to spray with copper. I haven't had to do anything other than the original composting or compost layer that I did, where I had rabbit manure, and then also this portion of the bed right here had an application of composted horse manure last year. So that's it, and I'm going to go ahead and get to picking because I have a lot of work to do on this bright, beautiful Saturday morning.